What's up, guys? Good morning. It's Jonathan with One Big Impact. So first of all, if you're new here, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Also, go check us out on Healthy Living for a Healthy Life. Now, I'm not saying, let me start by saying, I'm not saying anything bad about this product or company or anything. Okay, I'm giving my personal opinion, and it is not here nor there necessarily. And I've never heard anything necessarily bad about the company. Now, Nia Wafer, I got that right? Just asked me a question about probably the title of the company that you see in the suggestion box in the comment. Alli, ALLI. She says, "Well, this person was a spokesperson. Do you think this product is effective?" First of all, drink your damn water. Get your water. Get your water and drink it now. I went to their website, watched some videos, kind of did a little bit of research, and here's what I came up with. Okay, I wrote it all on note cards so we can be as quick and efficient as possible. First of all, they say you must stick to a reduced calorie, low fat diet. So I came to the conclusion, well, fat is 9 calories per gram, making it the most caloric dense of all macronutrients. So first of all, you have carbohydrates, you have protein, and you have fat. Okay, so carbohydrates and protein are only 4 calories per gram. Okay, fat, on the other hand, is like double plus some. It's 9 calories per gram. So already it's an easy one to chip away and get a big, big result from. Okay, so that being said, remember that. That being said, they also say they promise or they claim a 5 to 10% reduction in weight over time. Okay, so let's do the math. If I reduce my calories by 10%, like they're saying, I mean, that's a fair amount, right? 10%. If I'm eating 2,500 calories, which maybe you don't think you are, but if you are, I'm currently at 3,584 calories. That would be about normal for me. So 2,500 calories minus 10% would be 250. So take off 250 calories per day times 7 days. That equals 1,750 calories per week. We all know, in theory, reducing your caloric intake by 500 calories per day would equal 3,500 at the end of the week. In theory, a pound of body fat would be lost. So if we're at 1,750, that's approximately a half a pound per week. So in 2 weeks, you lose a pound. Okay? Well, I didn't do anything. This really has nothing to do with the medicine that they're offering or whatever it is, the supplement that they're offering. Now, my thing is, as 80s and 90s kids and 70s kids and everything, we've always connected mentally with fat being fat. Okay, fat that you eat, like avocados, olive oil, things like that, olives, whatever your healthy fats are, peanut butters. Those are not the same as the fat on your stomach. Okay, and unfortunately, they have the same name. Well, there's healthy fat and there's fat on your body. Okay, that's two totally different things. It's kind of like having a tire. Do you have a car tire? Do you have a bike tire? Do you have a semi tire? Do you have a tractor tire? They're completely different. Okay, so you have to remember they really don't have anything to do with each other. Second thing is, usually from my experience, people not over consuming fat. Maybe cheese if they're like Atkins or keto or something, like they went too far with the cheese. But generally speaking, if people aren't low carb, they're not over consuming fat. They're not like, I accidentally, and now of course we have a problem with focus. I accidentally ate 14 avocados today. No, you didn't. I don't give, maybe you're the one exception, but usually if you're eating like crap, it's like you ate too many carbs, too many sweets, too much chips, too much bread, too much this. If you notice, carbs, 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 carbs. Am I saying carbs are bad? Not necessarily. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying usually what you're over consuming, probably not fat. You're not like, today I'm going in the kitchen and I'm going to drink a whole damn bottle of olive oil. Why? Because it tastes great. No, you don't. No, you don't. So usually we underconsume fat. And it's like hormone regulation and stuff like that. You kind of need fat. And I mean, if you have more fat on you or more fat that you're consuming, you're a little bit better at burning fat, especially if you're low carb or keto or something. So, I mean, think about that. The next thing is, now, let me say, if you are consuming too much fat, like cheese or anything like that, peanut butter or something like that, you can gain weight. And obviously, if it's much more calorically dense, you will gain weight faster. Okay, so if you're sitting there eating a whole jar of peanut butter, there might be 3,000 calories in that. But most people don't because it makes you full so much quicker. Now, that being said, you're also going to get a ton of carbs, a ton of sugar, and all that in that peanut butter as well. So peanut butter would be the one exception where people probably overeat. Now, they say eating fat is a healthy part of your diet. In the video, on the website, they say this, but they say, although that you should reduce it. Okay? My question to them or to the community, the people that would buy these, is do they know how much you're eating? Do they know how much you're consuming? How do they know that you're not under consuming fat? You know, they're on this fat attack. Like they say this molecule binds to fat and then releases, and then you will then there's a 25% in fat consumption, meaning it just goes right through you. But how do they know you're consuming enough of it? And what is that? You know what I mean? Like, so it's your choice. Also, they recommend exercise. Okay? Now, I'm not trying to debunk this. I'm not saying it's got the magic pill. This is actually something that was pretty popular back in the day. I don't know that it is so much anymore. It might be. Now, the fact that they say consume or you must exercise and follow a healthy diet and you must do calorically. Okay, so let's do some more math. Let's do a little more math. And you know I suck at math, but this is math that we can all understand. So say I do an hour of exercise and I'm 185 pounds. I mean, I'm not 185 pounds. I'm definitely bigger than that. But if you were, in theory, you'd burn about 266 calories in an hour. Okay, that's fine. Cool. I get it. But we'll round that down and say 250 again. Just like the 250 before, we got the 250 now. Reducing our calories over there. Now we're increasing exercise. Now we got 250 times 7 times equals 1750. What did we have before? It was 1750. Now we times that times by 2 equals 3,500. Interesting. Isn't that our key that we want for 500 calorie reduction per day by exercising and reducing our calories? We ended up with an entire pound lost each week, or 5 to 10%. Now on the website I noticed also that it said you will get a 5 to 10% reduction in weight over time. Yeah. You hear the silence after that? What time? What does that mean? You have to remember, this is something I learned in English class. And yes, I only did this recently as an adult. Within the last few years, I took the English class. And I took it twice because I wasn't paying attention the first time. You have to be careful with those open-ended statements or those magic guarantees and stuff like that. People will say stuff like those false claims or those open-ended claims. There is a 5 to 10% reduction in weight over time. The uneducated person in this type of statement would, and then they would back it up with other information. It wouldn't be a pause, but do you notice when I pause, it's like you go, how much time? How much time do I have to wait? Is it a year? Is it a month? Is it 3 days? But if they back that up with more information and just keep feeding you more and more information, you don't have time to question it. But if you pause and you say, well, how much time is it? It could be a year. Well, according to our calculations, if you just reduce your calories and you increase your exercise, you're going to burn a pound a week anyway. So is it really doing anything? Okay, so my assumption would be if you reduce your calories, and I'll say this again, trying to make this really obvious, if you do reduce your calories and increase your exercise, you'll be in a caloric deficit of approximately 500 per day. And you don't increase your food. So don't you kind of want to save your 60 bucks or 100 bucks or whatever? You can send me your 60 or 100 bucks for saving you 60 or 100 bucks. And the thing is, I'm not even going to go into why they say it works or anything like that. Because we really don't even need to get past what was just found out. Okay? You need fat. You need healthy fats. Okay, you don't need trans fats and stuff like that. We all get it. But you're going through a period of time right now where we are starting to realize that healthy fats are good. You need omega-3s. You need all this stuff in your body. There is essential fats. There is essential proteins. There's no essential carbohydrates. Okay? So if you think about it, I'm not saying carbs are bad. It's like I'm learning, we're figuring all this out together. Okay, it's fine. But if there's essential fats and there's essential proteins, like amino acids and everything like that, then the obvious one to be cutting out would be carbs, right? So the more I do information, or the more I do studying and stuff on bodybuilding and stuff, they don't really tend to mess with their proteins too much. They don't tend to mess with their fats too much. They will once they start to wean out and stuff. And that's just because they run out of calories to cut. But if you think about it, the first one to go is carbohydrates. So they might be attacking the wrong thing. But it's up to you. You make that decision. Nia Wafer, thank you so much for the amazing question. I hope this video helped you. If it did, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Nothing against the company. I'm sure they are doing great things and they are focusing on health, and that's awesome. Would I buy it? I think I just answered that question. Have a great day, guys.